Okay everyone, welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo Sport, and as you can tell from the title, you are about to witness possibly the dirtiest driver that you will ever see in Gran Turismo Sport. Now, I have never come up against this guy, Kimi. I've heard a lot of people talk about him. There's been a lot of mention of him in streams about how dirty he is, and we actually came across him in our stream on the Monday night doing Daily Race B, because we did quite a few Daily Race Cs. Decided to jump in Daily Race B with the weaker car because everyone is using the Veyron. It's easily the OP car. I decided to try this one in the McLaren 650 because I'd already tried the Ferrari earlier in the day, and yeah, we decided to see what we could do. So going into turn one, everything seems pretty okay behind us. No real mayhem, a little bit of contact with some of the cars behind, but nothing too sinister going on, so it's all got away pretty okay. But going into the next braking zone, what you're going to do is keep an eye on the mirror. We're going to zoom into that mirror as we come into the braking zone for the first chicane. And what actually happens here is Kimi double defends in the braking zone, gets hit, and he almost, I don't know whether he tried to take me out here. We're going to actually have a look at this again, and I'm going to show you the steering inputs, because I am convinced that what he tries to do is, once he knows he's been hit, he tries to turn into the apex to make sure he hits me in front as well, so he takes us out as well, because this guy is savage. And trust me, I would not put it past this guy. When you see what goes on in this race, you're going to realise that he probably had the intention of taking me out. In the initial stage, it was because of contact from the car behind. He just, as the car behind goes to overtake him, Kimi double defends on the left hand side, sees what he tries to block him basically, gets hit, and then watch his steering inputs as he goes into the first chicane. Just keep an eye on the steering inputs. So as we come in here, look at the steering inputs now. He goes rapidly to the left because he's trying to slide the car into me. Luckily, the game resets him, and that puts a pay to that one. We're away. But just take a look at this as he rejoins. This guy is savage. I've never seen a driver as bad as him. Look at this. Pushes one driver off, another driver off there to the left. Just trying to take out as many drivers as he physically can. It's pretty, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anyone as bad as this in my life on Gran Turismo Sport. This guy is just so dirty. Again, you're going to see as we got this straight here now. He sees this Scirocco, who also was a little bit aggressive in my view and was taking people out as well. There was a lot of people in this race. This was probably one of the dirtiest races I've seen in a long time. And it's more evidence that Gran Turismo need to consider some sort of a penalty system back into this game. Not as, we don't want the 10-second penalties, we just want the contact penalties for genuine dirty moves to be penalised, and people to get SR resets, because people are keeping SR through driving like this. Now, Kimi in this race actually did not lose any SR. He maintained 4 SR, and that shows you how broken the system is, because just look at the way he's driving. He's trying to take people out. Luckily here, he actually gets a bit of his own medicine after he tried to take that guy out earlier on. Gets pushed off the track. But yeah, this is the thing. If you're going to go through taking people out, people are going to end up taking you back out. And this guy will probably find it very hard to get a clean race on Gran Turismo Sport. And I really don't understand why you'd want to drive like this, as he takes out another driver, pushes another driver off the track. Luckily, this driver knew what was coming and pushed him back, and ended up kind of stopping himself getting taken out there. But yeah, people are aware of him now, so people are just going to take him out, and he's probably going to find it very hard to get a clean race on this game because his driving standards are awful. So we move on to the next race, because we actually won that race there. You can see he lost positions. He was right at the back, and we won the race in the 650. But we went again in the Mustang, and again Kimi is still in the lobby behind us because he did not lose any safety rating or SR sportsmanship rating, whatever it is. So yeah, we've got him behind us again, and we're really nervous because we had seen what had gone on in that previous race, because we watched the replay and then watched what else went on, and it was pretty clear that this guy behind us was not a clean driver. And like I say, this is the first time I've ever come across Kimi. I've raced this game a lot, never ever came across him, but he's in this lobby and he's gonna cause mayhem as usual, and this time it's gonna be more aimed at myself. The dirty driving is going to be aimed at me. He's going to try and take me out as much as he can, and you're going to witness this. This guy needs to be banned off the game or whatever. Like, PD needs to get some sort of SR system that punishes drivers like this, because he's hell-bent on just taking people out. He doesn't, if he gets a penalty for anything, a track limit penalty, he'll make sure that cars in front of him suffer as well. So as we come through the first Lesmo, Keep an eye on the mirror here. We're going into the second Lesmo, and watch this. Just as we're randomly going through the corner, he tries to take me out. Now, luckily, I saw it coming and floored the car through the corner. I did run wide, though, trying to avoid it. Luckily, we managed to regain control and get the car back on the track. But just look at this. I mean, we're going to fast forward the action here as through the start. Everything seemed pretty okay again. But watch, he cuts this corner into turn 1 and gets a penalty. And it's almost like his intention of racing fair, once he's got a penalty for track limits, is over. He's like, right, I've got a penalty. That's it. Everyone else's race is going to be over. And that's the kind of mentality that I get from this driver. He's just not very clean at all. So, again, watch this. As we come through here, into the second Lesmo, he's got no intention of taking this corner properly. He's going to try and take us out. He misses, luckily. I floored it, though. I saw what was going on in the mirror and floored it out the corner. Nearly lost control, but luckily we regained it and carried on the straight. But, yeah. He's got that penalty and he's all the way down to the back of the grid now into P16. Now, that was great now for me because I thought, right, we're away from all the battling. Yeah, we should be okay. So we're going to fast forward Kimi up through this section of the rest of the lap. And you can see he's starting to gain up to these cars in front of him. And as we skip on board, you can see that there is absolute chaos going on in front of us. I mean, other drivers are taking people out. People are getting pushed into the walls. And this is Gran Turismo Sport top lobby. And that is the worrying thing. This is the top lobby on GT Sport. But yeah, as you can see there, as we come through the corner there, we got another driver in front of us. Now, this was the McGann, I think, that was also... I'm not sure if he was the one that just took the other driver out. I think it was. But Kimi, again, takes him out. But maybe that's a bit of karma for that driver. But again, another driver out. I mean, I've never seen anyone who is as bad as this. So we're going to skip a little bit further on now to the end of the start of lap 2 as we go down the straight. And you're going to see, as we were going down into the braking zone, we have another issue with a few other drivers. As we come through, we try and give space on the inside, and we just get rammed off the track and pushed again into the gravel. And yeah, this is pretty disgusting. I think it's time that we had some sort of SR punishment. If you're not going to give out penalties, PD, you need to be given some sort of severe SR punishment for contacts, because at the moment people are driving like this. They don't care, they have no respect for driving standards, and they just want to ruin everyone's fun on the game. And it really is, it's ruining people's entertainment, and people are going to leave the game if this carries on, I have to say. And they need to get this sorted before GT7, because Gran Turismo 7 needs to have a really good penalty system or SR down system to punish these drivers. So we then pick up another track limit penalty. I was trying to give a little avoidance to the cars in front. And one thing I'll say about the Mustang was it seemed to be easier to get a penalty in the Mustang than what it was in the McLaren or the Veyron or the Ferrari, which is really strange. Maybe it's something to do with the car length and width and stuff like that. I'm not too sure, but it seemed very easy to pick up a penalty in this car. So we're down to P12, and unfortunately that puts us back into the grasp of Kimi behind us. You can see him there in the distance, looming there, ready to cause even more destruction and death in this race. So yeah, he's obviously going to be going for ourselves. We're just trying to work our way through this traffic. Now, the unfortunate thing with the Mustang is it's not very fast. I was surprised. It's not terrible, but it just cannot compete with the Veyron and stuff and trying to overtake them. So into turn 1, we're just trying to get through here clean. We've got Kimi behind us, and it's pretty clear what his motivations are going to be in this race. It's going to be to take us out and take anyone out in front of him that gets in his way. He will not leave anyone on this track. He basically will take out any driver. I've not seen him, I don't think I've seen him not take out anyone. He basically, anyone in front of him, he will wipe out the race and try and end. So into the second chicane, we go through here, and again, he just clips us there, pushes us into the gravel, and that is us spun around. Now, yeah, he's just watch this as we come through to the braking, and you're going to see it's 100% deliberate again. He's out to get us and out to take us out. And you can see we go into the braking zone, taking the normal line. He just cuts the corner to get a penalty. He basically gives himself a penalty to take me out. So you're going to see that penalty appear on the screen there. Another 1 second. So he's got 2.5 seconds worth of penalties. And yeah, this is just crazy stuff. This type of driver should not be on the game. I think it's time, PD. And obviously, they're not going to do anything with GT Sport. I think that maybe GT7, they need to concentrate on making sure they've got a strict SR system. They need something that's going to be very punishing to drivers. So as we work our way up here, as Kimi has taken his penalty, you're going to see it all kicks off. Now, I knew what he was going to do here. He was going to try and take me out on the right, so I went to go down the left, and you can see he had a bit of a delayed reaction. He did try and take us out. He was actually doing exactly as I expected, and then as we come through here, he tries to take me out again. We drift through the corner and just about managed to make our way through there, and he actually loses control, which is actually quite funny to see. He completely lost control of his car. So again, we'll have a little look at that. You see, as we were coming here, just keep an eye on his steering inputs. Again, he knew I was going to go down the right, and he tried to take me out, but he missed because I went down the left. He obviously didn't judge it right. Luckily, I didn't end up getting taken out too bad there. You can see I actually managed to save the car on the Ascari chicane, and he actually lost control of the car. So he again lost even more positions, and then he gets punted from the guy behind. That actually boosts him forward a bit, and then he's on his way. So again, we skip to the last lap of the race, and we're struggling to overtake this Veyron because obviously it's just so fast down the straight, so there's not much you can do in the Ford. It just doesn't have the grunt to get past the Veyron. So yeah, we're just in the slipstream, trying to see if we can find a way to get past. We go down the right hand side, braking nice and early, and again, as we come through here, we pick up another penalty again. I think that might have been the entry into the corner. I don't think it was the exit. It looked like it was the entry, and we pick up a 1 second penalty, and unfortunately, this is going to drop us back into Kimi's grasp, I think. So as we come through here, we're going to take that penalty as we come through the second Lesmo, and you're going to see Kimi is going to be back up behind us and probably trying to take us out. So yeah, onto the straight, we take the penalty, and we're going to see now Kimi is going to try and ruin our race once again. This guy is absolutely crazy. So as we come through here, he tries to take me out, misses. I'm not too sure what he was doing there. Maybe he thought I'd brake, and I braked here though because I was kind of guessing he would. Now he's clever because he knows that if I was going to take him out there, he's on the outside, but I wasn't going to take him out. I was just trying to avoid him, to be honest, and just try and trick him into taking himself out, which we nearly did then. So into the braking for the final corner. Is he going to try and take me out again for one last time? So he goes to the left hand side. Now I knew what was happening, so I braked. He obviously goes to try and take me out, but unfortunately for him, I braked, so he couldn't do that. Now he tries to try and get our rear end sliding. He tries to take me out again and again there, but luckily we managed to save that. He's into the gravel, and we carry on and managed to get over the line ahead of him. So yeah, I believe this is Gran Turismo Sport's dirtiest driver. What do you lot think in the chat? I personally think I've never seen anyone as bad as this on the game. I've come across some right idiots on this game, and this guy is the peak of that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone quite as bad. But yeah, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. We are live most days and videos most days. So yeah, I will see you all again soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone.